Shri Ganesha Guru Shiva Chidambareshwara Kula Ishta Devatabhyo Namo Namo Namah. In my previous introductory lecture, I tried to introduce Sri Vidya, the central concept in our tradition, and tried to explain its significance. Now let us try to peep in a somewhat deeper level into what actually Sri Vidya means and is. As I have just told you, it's a central concept, not simply a central concept, but a central reality also in the field of Sri Vidya, in its theoretical and practical aspects. I remember I have translated Sri Vidya as supreme transcendental wisdom in my previous lecture, if I remember. Yes, it's a supreme wisdom. It is wisdom first and supreme wisdom, the most auspicious, desirable, valuable achievement, ideal in our life. Now the point is, in what sense it is Vidya or wisdom, and from what standpoint you are claiming it to be a supreme wisdom, a supreme transcendental and desirable wisdom. Yes, the point is very, very relevant, and it ought to be answered and explained. It is not simply, Sri Vidya is not simply a knowledge among so many pieces of knowledge. It is not simply a sort of store of information, just like other stores of information. It is a unique wisdom, unique in a sense. It will free our mind, our intellect, our total personality, really speaking, from all sorts of imperfections, limitations, blemishes that have become as if a part and parcel of our personality. Now the point is, if Sri Vidya is such a powerful instrument that will liberate us from all sorts of imperfections, blemishes, miseries that have made us miserable entities in this world, if it's such a power, yes, it's a power. It is a wisdom It is not simply a wisdom that reveals something. It is a power that removes the whole lot of miseries which has become an existential part of our personality. Misery, imperfection, blemishes, defects. They are not simply imposed upon us, no, as if we are born with them, as if we are infected with all these blemishes, miseries, sorrows, fears, anxieties. They have infected our life from the beginning of our from the very beginning of our life. Now, is there any remedy that will liberate us from all these miseries? Yes. If it is a remedy that will remove us, that will liberate us from all these miseries, then it must be the most powerful remedy, the most powerful medicine. And that is that most powerful wisdom, that is most powerful remedy is Sri Vidya. It is not simply a knowledge that shows you something. Yes, it shows. But it shows the transcendental real, but at the same time, it removes all the obstacles that hinder you in your progress towards the transcendental real. And the basic hindrance is avidya. It is the basic hindrance, it is the basic ignorance, which in our tradition is called as Moola Vidya, the root cause of all our evils. It's the basic evil. And that basic evil, which is called as Moola Vidya, this is something very, very different from what we call as ignorance in our practical day-to-day life. Yes, there is a state of absence of clear-cut knowledge or clear-cut apprehension which hinders to get our practical results in our life. That non-apprehension, that absence of correct understanding of our day-to-day affairs, which are connected with our practical success and happiness, yes, it's also a sort of avidya or ignorance, and it is called as Moola Vidya. Now, let me keep aside at present the topic of Moola Vidya, and let me try to reveal this point of Moola Vidya, the basic ignorance, which our sages and yogis maintain to be the main cause, to be the basic cause of all our miseries and evils in our life. So, that ignorance which has made us miserable in our life, which has created so many fears and anxieties in our mind. It is that ignorance which is to be removed. And the only powerful instrument to remove that basic ignorance, Moola Vidya, is called as Sri Vidya or Supreme Wisdom. It is wisdom because it will reveal this transcendental real before you in your mind. But at the same time, it is the supreme wisdom. It is the most powerful remedy to make you free from all sorts of miseries, all sorts of anxieties and fears with which at present your personality is infected. Now one may put a question before me. What sort of ignorance you are talking about? Where is that ignorance? Where is that Moola Vidya? Where is it? Is it something which is a real cause, a real evil, or is it simply a fabrication of your mind? What it is? Because as far as we know, we ordinary human beings know, human society has achieved knowledge from so many fields and connected with so many fields. From the very beginning of human civilization, if we peep into the history of human civilization, from its very beginning, we will find humanity is proceeding from ignorance to knowledge, from less knowledge to more knowledge. Of course, in this progress towards more and more knowledge, there have been interruptions due to certain socio-political and cultural reasons. But in spite of all those interruptions, interrupting factors, still humanity is progressing towards gaining more and more knowledge about human society and about external nature also. If such is the case, where is that ignorance which you are talking about? Where is it? Which you claim to be the basic cause of all human imperfections, human miseries, and which, as per your faith, your claim, will be removed and can be removed by what you call as Sri Vidya or Supreme Wisdom. So this is, in a sense, a question that may naturally arise in the minds of the people, especially those persons who are educated in a modern English sense, in a modern British or English sense. People may put such a question. Where is that ignorance? We don't think that we are ignorant people. As human, as a society and as individuals also. We possess ample store of information and knowledge with us. We use it. We use it. And that store of information, that store of knowledge helps us. It helps us in a sense. It responds to our demands. It responds to our demands and expectations with which we live. All those expectations connected with human society and all those demands from nature. To fulfill those demands and expectations, the store of information, the store of knowledge which we have gained and which we are gaining still, which we are gaining, and we hope will gain in future also. That really helps us. Where is that basic ignorance which you are referring to? And what is that Sri Vidya which you claim to be the supreme wisdom? Yes. Your doubt, your question is really relevant. I won't say that it's irrational. It is a completely rational query, and I must stop with this query, with this question. I should stop not in a sense that I should stop answering it, but I should stop in a sense that I must take it very seriously. I must take its significance very seriously. Yes, because persons may raise such a question that there is a knowledge which helps us in gaining our health. There is a knowledge which helps us in gaining money. There is a knowledge which helps us to control not only the inert nature, but sentient human population also. There is a knowledge that can be used to control both life and nature. And that is sufficient for us. We want to control life and also control this non-living nature for the sake of our practical benefits. And to fulfill this objective, to achieve this objective, the knowledge which is at our disposal at present is sufficient for us. Then why are you putting another type of knowledge as an ideal and another type of ignorance which you claim to be the basic evil in our life? Is it so necessary for us to gain that supreme wisdom? Is it necessary for us to believe that there is such a basic evil which is called as basic ignorance, so-called Moola Vidya? Is it necessary for us to believe in it? Yes. I must stop with this query and try to think over this question very seriously. I will surely answer this question. I will surely answer this question. And whatever thoughts, whatever answer will emerge from me, I will put with clear-cut terms, within clear-cut terms before you. But that will be a topic for our next lecture. Let the blessings of all my Sadgurus and my good wishes be always with you. Be happy. Be joyful. Have a nice, good day. Namaskar.